Calls for Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister to intervene in an industrial relations dispute. And in sport, the Brian Lara Stadium is finally ready after a decade-long wait. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, March 16. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
The union representing workers at the Trinidad and Tobago's Tourism Development Company is calling on the Prime Minister to step in and block a plan to dissolve the company. The Communications Workers Union, the CWU, says that's the only way to quell industrial unrest that began 2 days ago. The TDC's 114 employees are fighting for the company to stay open. Following their first protest on Tuesday outside the TDC's main office, they moved their demonstration to outside Parliament yesterday. As Alicia Boucher of TV6 News reports, the union is taking the appeal and warning to the head of government.
It has been indicated that Tourism Minister Shamfa Cudjoe intends to meet with the union, but as it stands, the CWU feels the floor for holding talks on the matter has been shattered. The union says withdrawing the decision to dissolve the TDC is the only peaceful way forward, but it is bypassing the tourism minister in the call for it to be done.
The Prime Minister is now the acting Minister of Tourism. The Prime Minister is in charge of the cabinet. And by extension, the Prime Minister has an obligation to give an instruction to rescind this decision and then do the proper thing. The right and proper thing. That is the Prime Minister's obligation. This is his call out. He has allowed Shamfa Cudjoe to be a runaway train. We will deal with Shamfa.
Remy guarantees that the trade union movement will back the CWU in the matter, warning that there will be a price to pay for leading the movement to anger.
The Belize Tourism Industry Association, BTIA, is warning that some of the tax measures announced by Prime Minister Dean Barrow in his budget this week will hurt the vital tourism sector. In addition to an increase in departure tax, government is proposing to collect 10% of the income of statutory bodies for the 2017-2018 fiscal year. Now, two of the boards that will be affected are the Belize Tourism Board, the BTB, and the Protected Areas Conservation Trust, also known as PACT. The Tourism Association has expressed concern about not being consulted on these decisions, and Executive Director John Burgos believes the proposed measures will have a negative impact on the sector. Meantime, opposition leader John Briceño has accused the administration of cooking the books. He said as far as surpluses and deficits announced by Prime Minister Barrow are concerned, the numbers just don't add up.
Barrow bogus budget. In a few months from now, we are going to have another supplementary budget because there are going to be shortfalls. But quite likely the Prime Minister will not care because from all indications that we've been hearing, that he's not going to be around to look after that.
Antigua and Barbuda and France has signed a treaty to solidify negotiations with France to define the maritime space between the twin island nation and neighboring French territories. The treaty, signed yesterday, establishes the outer limits of Antigua and Barbuda's jurisdiction and exploration and exploitation of the Atlantic Ocean in respect to Guadeloupe and Saint Barthélemy. Ambassador to the OECS and Barbados, Philippe Anans, says it is the first step to managing the problems between French fishermen and those from Antigua. Prime Minister Dean Barrow added that the treaty would ultimately ensure there are no disputes over maritime space with Antigua and Barbuda's neighbors. Stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next.
Today on 21st Century, a global epidemic, death on the world's roads. Can we bring the numbers down?
She was a rambunctious, happy little girl, and she'd stand up on the 44 bus and sing "The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round."
1.25 million deaths on the world's roads every year.
First time I got my paycheck, there was a lot more stuff taken out than I had expected.
I work for the state, so there's a lot of deductions.
Social Security, L&I tax,
Unemployment,
Income tax.
then the number that you actually get is after they take all those three out.
where it exactly goes, I have no idea.
FICA, that's the federal hold on.
FICA means?
It'd be an F, an IC, and an A, okay?
After 10 years without a ball being bowled at the Brian Lara Stadium in Tarouba, Trinidad since its construction, the TNT government will open the facility in May. The $1 billion TT stadium, which was built under a Patrick Manning-led PNM administration for the 2007 Cricket World Cup, has been mired in controversy because of cost overruns and then subsequent neglect by the People's Partnership government. Sports Minister Darrell Smith says a generation of cricket greats like Lara have been lost as a result of political wrangling.
About the human resource, it's about the young people, it's about our greatest resource that we have, which are the athletes and the young people of Trinidad and Tobago. And if you work out 10 years as primary school and secondary school, we have lost a generation of young people. You know, when we were out there, we were hearing the nostalgia of the recording of Brian Lara when he broke the record. How many more memories, how many more records we could have broken here with that lost generation of 10 years? How many young people could have passed there, male and female, could have come in and broken records for the West Indies, for other countries, for Trinidad and Tobago.
Over to football now. Trinidad and Tobago's women's soca warriors will host Venezuela in 2 warm-up matches later this month. Now, the matches are part of their preparation for the FIFA Women's World Cup in France in 2019. Newly appointed head coach Caroline Morachi says the 2-match fixture will be a good test for the squad. The experienced Italian coach expects a tough fight against the South American side. Morachi explained why Venezuela should not be underestimated. And of course, both matches will kick off on March 27th and March 29th at the Atto Boldon Stadium in central Trinidad. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for more news and sport on Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.